There's a guy by the name of Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and now that Shohei Ohtani is off the board, he is the guy that the Mets not only want, but really the guy that they need. And so let's begin right there, Andy, and where the Mets stand at the moment when it comes to Yamamoto.
Well, the problem the Mets face, Gary, is that there are plenty of teams, including the crosstown Yankees, who would frame it the same way. Not only a guy we want, but we need. The demand for this player is off the charts. Now, having said that, I think the Mets are in decent shape here. They've been the underdogs for a long time. They've never been the team that people in the industry projected would get Yamamoto, despite their deep desire for this player. But since Steve Cohen and David Stearns went over to Japan 2 weeks ago, I have sensed a bit more optimism that the Mets could, they're still underdogs, don't get me wrong, but that they could stand a chance to sign this player. They've closed that gap with the Yankees, the Dodgers, the teams that you've always heard were on Yamamoto. I would put them... Now, I'm saying this loosely, but from what I hear, I'd say they're in the top 2 or 3, maybe, of the 5, 6, 7 teams that want him. They're right there in the running. They have no idea if they're going to get him. All they know is that they want him. But if they were on this desk and having this discussion, they would basically be giving the same analysis and uncertainty, because the Mets don't have any better idea than we do if they're getting this player. And neither do the Yankees, though. You
mentioned the 5 or 6 teams because they're all big market teams. The Mets and the Yankees, the Dodgers, Giants, Red Sox, and the Blue Jays in the hunt as well, from what we hear. So we know, as you mentioned, Steve Cohen and David Stearns, they went to Japan to try and sell Yamamoto on signing with the Mets. How do they, John, facilitate this and sell him on becoming a New York Met?
I think it started with that, Gary, with the personal touch from the owner, because I think that shows a lot of respect for the player. And then, look, I think it has to be about money most of all. If that's the deciding factor, we never know with Yamamoto if the intangibles might matter, the Yankee tradition, being on the West Coast, you never know with that. But he can definitely offer the most money. And then he has to maybe convince them that they are going to be, he's going to do whatever it takes to win, because I think that's got to be important to him as well. You can sell him on this farm system, this rising group of prospects they have now, as well as it's still a fairly young core, and that he's going to go out and get pitching and do whatever he needs to do to win.
So when it comes to Yamamoto, we know he's in great demand. What makes him such a desired commodity out there in the marketplace?
Yeah, well, thanks, Gary. He brings a lot to the table. First of all, he's got the stuff to be elite. He's got that mid to high 90s fastball. He's got a split finger that's, comparable to some of the best in the game. Some people are saying, I think I read a athletic article from Sarah saying it grades out to be, Kevin Gausman or the best possible split finger in the game because of velocity and movement. He's got a very good curveball that also compared to some of the best in baseball. And then he throws a cutter, but he brings more than just stuff. That's the difference. He brings the ability to know when to pitch, to take advantage of hitters, to know what he's doing out there. He has amazing command. And most importantly for him, this is why the American teams are kind of salivating and stepping all over themselves to get to him, is he's 25 years old. So you don't have to worry about, even if he does miss a season here or there because of injury, he's going to be there for the long term. So he has the pure stuff, he has the competitiveness to go with it, and he's got the youth that doesn't show up in the free agent market for guys with that type of pedigree already.